In behalf of Art Integration Project, we will present a presentation before you on Ladakh. Ladakh is a region administered by India as a union territory. It constitutes a part of larger Kashmir region, which has been a subject of union dispute between India and Pakistan since 1947 and China since 1968. Now I am handing over to Avinandita Gond for introducing our next topic.
Why Ladakh is so important? Its prime location makes it significant and strategically important for India's national security. Since ancient times till partition between India and Pakistan, Ladakh remained an important point along Silk Route. Now, I am handing over to Anchi Kaman for introducing our next topic.
Area of Ladakh. Ladakh is the highest plateau in India with much of it being over 3000 meter or 9800 feet. It extends from the Himalayan to the Kunlun range and includes the upper Indus River Valley. The area of Ladakh is 59,146 kilometers square. The mountain range in this region were formed over 45 million years by the folding of the Indian plate into the more stationary Eurasian plates. The drift continues causing frequent earthquakes in the Himalayan region. The peak in the Ladakh range are at a medium altitude close to the Zojila 5000 to 5500 meter or 16400 to 18000 feet and increase towards southeast culminating in the twin summits of Noon Kun 7000 meter or 23,000 feet. Now I am handing over to Akshita Chakraborty for introduce our next topic.
Population of Ladakh. People of Dat descends predominant in Dras and Dhanu areas. The residents of Dhanu area, known as Brokpa, are predominantly followers of Islam while small minorities follow Tibetan Buddhism and Hinduism, and most Brokpa have preserved much of their original Dardic traditions and customs. The Dards and Dras, however, have converted to Islam and have been strongly influenced by their Kashmiri neighbors. The Mons are believed to be descendants of earlier Indian settlers in Ladakh and traditionally worked as musicians, blacksmiths, and carpenters. The region's population is split roughly in half between the districts of Leh and Kargil. 76.87% population of Kargil is Muslim, with a total population of 14,802,000, while that of Leh is 66.40% Buddhist, with a total population of 13,03,487 as per the 2011 census. People, whereas West Bengal has a total population of 9.03 crores. Now I am handing to Anshika Man for introducing our next topic.
Languages that are spoken in Ladakh. The principal language of Ladakh is Ladakhi, a Tibetan language. Educated Ladakhis usually know Hindi, Urdu, and often English. Within Ladakh, there is a range of dialects, so that the language of the Changpa people may differ markedly from that of the Purikpa in Kargil or the Zanskaris, but they are all mutually comprehensible. Due to its position on important trade routes, the language of Leh is enriched with foreign words. Traditionally, Ladakhi has no written forms distinct from classical Tibetan, but a number of Ladakhi writers have started using the Tibetan script to write the colloquial tongue. Administrative work and education are carried out in English, although Urdu was used to a great extent in the past. Now only land record and some police record are kept in Urdu. Now I am again handing to Avinandita Gond for introducing our next topic.
Education in Ladakh. According to 2001 census, the overall literacy rate in Leh district is 62%, 72% for males and 50% for females, and in Kalinga district 58%, 74% for males and 41% for females. Traditionally, there was a little or nothing by way of formal education except in the monasteries. Usually, one son from every family was obliged to master the Tibetan script in order to read the holy books. If we compare it to West Bengal has the highest literacy rate of Purva Medinipur 87.66% and Kolkata 87.14%. If we compare it to Ladakh, West Bengal has a large literacy rate of 25.66% and 29.14%. Now, I am again handing to Akshita Chakrabarti for introducing our next topic.
Number of districts. The Union Territory of Ladakh, India consists of 2 districts. Each district elects an autonomous districts council. Until 31 October 2019, these districts were part of the former states of Jammu Kashmir, whereas West Bengal has 23 districts. Now I am again handing to Anshik Aman for introducing our next topic.
Number of monasteries in Ladakh. There are 15 monasteries in Ladakh. They are Hemis Monastery, Thikse Monastery, Diskit Monastery, Elchi Monastery, Lamayuru Monastery, Fuktal Monastery, Ispituk Monastery, Likir Monastery, She Monastery, Phayang Monastery, Stakna Monastery, Thatok Monastery, Rizong Monastery, Matho Monastery, Rangta Monastery. Whereas West Bengal has around 1070 temples. Now I am handing again to Abhinanta Gond for introducing our next topic.
Politics in Ladakh. Ladakh Lok Sabha seat is the only Lok Sabha constituency of the Union Territory of Ladakh, India. Ladakh Lok Sabha constituency is the largest Lok Sabha constituency in India in terms of area, with a total area of 1,73,266.37 km square, including regions of Gilgit-Baltistan and Aksai China, which makes it larger than the state of Florida. But currently only 59,000 km square are under Indian administration. The number of electors in the Ladakh Lok Sabha constituency was 1,59,000 in 2019. Now I am handing again to Akshita Chakrabarti for introducing our next topic.
Climate of Ladakh. Due to its high altitude, Ladakh is always freezing cold and dry for most of the years. The air is so thin that you can feel the sun's heat intensely. In summer, the temperature during the day is just above 0 degrees and the night temperature is much below minus 30 degrees Celsius. The rainfall in the region is as low as 10 centimeters annually. This is because it lies in the rain shadow of the Himalayas. The area experiences freezing winds and burning sunlight. Therefore, if you sit in the sun with your hand in the shade, you will experience sunstroke as well as frostbite at the same time.
So, with this, we are wrapping our presentation. Now, I want to introduce our group members. Anshik Aman, roll number 1, Asta Prasiteka, roll number 2, Avinandita Gond, roll number 3, Abjay Vishwas, roll number 4, and Akshita Chakravarti, roll number 5. So, with this, I want to say goodbye to all of you.